Episode 6: Understanding Conflict, a glimpse into the tension between Israel and Iran. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So far, our journey has focused on learning English through mistakes, daily life, and personal growth. But today we're making a shift. As part of our ongoing practice of thoughtful conversation, we're moving into a broader topic: understanding world events. When you learn a language, you also open a window into the world. And sometimes, the world is not easy to understand. It's full of conflict, history, and emotion. One such example is the complex relationship between Israel and Iran. This won't be a political debate. Instead, we'll explore this topic in a way that's thoughtful, balanced, and suitable for English learners who want to better understand global issues and maybe even talk about them in conversation. Let's begin. A bit of background to understand why there is tension between Israel and Iran. We need to go back in history. Not too far, but just enough to see the roots. Israel was founded as a modern state in 1948. From the beginning, it was surrounded by many countries that did not accept its existence. Over time, some countries, like Egypt and Jordan, made peace with Israel. But others, including Iran, remained hostile, especially after 1979. Why 1979? That was the year of the Iranian Revolution. Iran changed from a Western-backed monarchy to an Islamic republic led by religious leaders. The new government had a very different worldview. One major part of that worldview was rejecting the idea of Israel as a legitimate state. Since then, Iran's government has supported groups that oppose Israel, such as Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. Iran says it supports resistance. Israel says these groups are terrorists. The result? A long, cold conflict, one that sometimes becomes hot. Not a traditional war. Here's something important. Israel and Iran have never officially gone to war. They have no direct border, and their militaries have not fought in the usual sense. Instead, the conflict happens in other ways. Proxy wars. Iran supports armed groups in countries like Syria and Lebanon. These groups sometimes attack Israel. In response, Israel carries out airstrikes, mostly in Syria. Cyber attacks. Both countries have very advanced cyber capabilities. They have accused each other of hacking, spying, and even attacking critical infrastructure. Nuclear fears. Israel believes Iran wants to build nuclear weapons. Iran says its nuclear program is peaceful. This disagreement has led to major tension and international negotiations. Why it matters to the world, you might wonder. Why should the rest of the world care about this conflict? Here are a few reasons. Global security. If the conflict grows, it could affect the entire Middle East, and even beyond. Many countries depend on oil from that region. Nuclear risk. If Iran were to build nuclear weapons, it could lead to a dangerous arms race. Other countries might feel they need nuclear weapons too. Terrorism and retaliation. Attacks and counterattacks can lead to wider violence, drawing in other nations. In short, this is not just a local issue. It's part of the bigger picture of international peace and security. The human side behind all the politics and military talk. There are people, families, children, students, teachers. People like you and me who want to live their lives peacefully. In both Israel and Iran, many people are tired of conflict. Some protest their governments. Some speak out for peace. Many just want a better future. It's important to remember this. When we talk about countries, we must not forget the individuals who live there. Governments make decisions, but people live with the consequences. Talking about conflict in English now, let's bring this back to our original mission: learning English through real-world topics. Talking about global issues in English can be challenging, but also rewarding. It teaches you to express opinions, carefully respect different views, ask thoughtful questions, use vocabulary for history, politics, and peace. Here are a few useful phrases. It's a complicated issue, but here's how I understand it. I think both sides have strong feelings, but violence is never the answer. Peace is possible, but it takes time and trust. I don't know all the facts, but I'd like to learn more. Even saying, I'm still learning about this topic, is a great place to start. Let's reflect. This episode was different. More serious, perhaps, but also an important reminder that language connects us to the world. And the more we understand, the more thoughtful we can be in our conversations. Here are a few reflection questions you might consider. What do you know about the Middle East conflict before today? How do you feel when learning about global issues in English? Do you think it's important to discuss these topics, even if they are difficult? What questions do you still have about Israel and Iran? You don't need all the answers. Curiosity is enough. To be continued. In the next episode, we might explore how to express emotions in English, or take another global issue and explore it through language. Or maybe you're ready for a change again. Shall we talk about something lighter next time? If so, how about one of these? Travel stories, creative tech tools, or personal reflections on daily life? Let me know what you'd like to explore. This is, after all, a journey we're taking together.
See you next time.